it's me again. And guess what? I'm still in Peru. Yeah, can you believe it? Go into the Amazon for a 2-week retreat, wake up 7 months later, and I'm still here. So thank you, COVID. I am really grateful because I'm doing something I never would have done otherwise. You know, I would never have planned this to happen in my life, and I'm really grateful that it did. And I'm really grateful for all the support I've had back home with my GoFundMe account. Thank you, friends! Yeah, a little bit goes a long way over here, so thank you so much. Yeah, so what's going on? Well, I've just finished up 3 months here with Claire, my Sharman, who works in Peru, but she was originally born in Holland and moved to Australia. And she's taught me all these wonderful things, and I'll just go through a few of those. Yeah, so one thing we've been working with is a pendulum. And you may be familiar with these, you may have seen them in a crystal store before, and they're really wonderful. Toot toot, yeah. Yeah, so Claire made me this one. It's a clear quartz that we bought from the store together, and she's tied it to a string with a little stone on the end. And we use these stones to neutralize the electric charge of the stone, of the crystal, when we're doing a reading. Claire was saying she used to not use the stone, and so she'd hold the string, and she used to get blisters on her elbows from all the power. So that's that. And so this is the receiver of the information, and for me it swings this way for yes, and it swings across for no, and also anti-clockwise for yes and clockwise for no. So this is a receiver, but where does the information come from? This little stone here is the giver, and this is the stone that Claire has found in her travels, and it has a spirit downloaded into it. So the spirit gives a message to the stone, from the stone to the crystal, and we can make decisions around anything really. Your life, what you want to do next, what you want for dinner. Yeah. While we're doing the reading, the other hand we hold with a mapacho, which is a little tobacco, traditional cigarette here in Peru, and that just sort of allows a really good reading through the circuit, and so my input won't be as easily influenced because we're closing the circuit here. So I usually hold the crystal in my right hand, the mapacho in my left hand, and just aiming it over the stone. And another thing that's been really great about it is it takes the guesswork out of a lot of the things in life that we don't know what to do or make a decision around. It can tell us yes or no. But the other thing is working with tarot. And Claire is slowly introducing me to this magical work. And we practice together when we're doing a reading. Well, I practice with her, she's the pro. And I check my answers with hers. And when they don't line up, usually we question, well, why isn't that lining up? And usually it's actually around some sorcery or some spell that's been on the card. And so it allows us to then look at that and say, well, how can we reverse this magic that's been put on that card or on that person? And yeah, it's really, really powerful stuff. Just to give an example, we did a remote reading for a friend of ours in town, and he's been going through a really tough time. And he didn't know that we were still... Okay, so he knew we were doing the reading, but he didn't know how far we'd gone into it because we hadn't spoken to him the next day, and he wasn't really aware that we were still turning over the cards. And he just sent Claire a message saying that he's been vomiting all day and he's been purging, and he feels really happy and he feels really sad and he feels sensitive and vulnerable. And yeah, sure enough, we've been turning over cards and looking at different things, and Claire's been really working hard to release a lot of this, sticky, yucky anguish that this guy's been feeling from past life stuff that's been going on and put on him. So it's just really cool to see that moving cards can have a physical response on somebody, and it sort of lets us know, that the work is real. And yeah, I'm sorry if you're already feeling triggered, because this is a pretty magical little video that I'm making today. So welcome to the magic world. And I'll be honest, it's so not easy to be in here and just sort of to be understanding and letting go of all this conditioning that I have in my head. Because the way I see the world now is so different to how I saw it 3 months ago, 6 months ago, and it's just an honor to be able to receive this information and to just jump and fly and to know that the universe is carrying me, because pretty big changes have been made. And another one I wanted to talk about is my drinking behavior and alcohol. So what I've learned here is that alcohol is a spirit. Yeah, right? I know, you already, yeah. Oh, I know, it is a spirit. Alcohol is spirit. Shots, yeah, let's take a shot of a spirit. Yeah, but actually, it is a spirit that we ingest. And just a warning, this is magic. So just listen, sit back, and, you know, I'm sure some unsettling things will come up, because this is my own journey and I just really want to share it with you, really. And we're all beautiful beings and we can all make our own decisions in life. And this is just a decision I've made, it doesn't have to be yours. Yeah. So alcohol is a spirit and it carries the energy of a spirit. And so when we drink alcohol, we allow that spirit into our body and it allows us to function differently. And I just know from my own experience, when I drink alcohol, I get angry, I get moody, I'm shitty, like I'm not really a nice person to be around. I think maybe after the initial 20 minutes of, you know, the light bubble, you know, I really don't feel good about myself and it changes who I am. And my family can say, yeah, she's a pain in the bum when she drinks alcohol. And it's true. And I'm not the happy, bubbly person that I usually am. And it's just not, and it doesn't do me any service, because I'm actually way happier when I'm not drinking alcohol. So 1, it allows the spirit of alcohol into our body. And 2, it brings down our consciousness and it lowers our vibration. And so by doing that, it actually allows lost spirits or spirits that don't have a physical body to take hold and latch on and be the driver of somebody who is in a physical body. So for example, just hear me out a little bit. So spirits hoard around pubs and places where they know that people are drinking. And when people lower their vibration and their consciousness, a spirit can piggyback, as Claire calls it, onto a physical human and take that human for a ride and enjoy being in the physical body for a little bit. And I know it sounds really weird and everything, but I really resonate with this truth. And when you wake up the next day and you don't remember what you did, who was doing it, you know? The spirit was having fun, you know, kissing that person, climbing up that wall and pissing all over the lawn. And it's only now that I see the world with different eyes that I can understand this kind of a thing. Because we are spiritual creatures having a human experience, and that's just so important to recognize. Yeah, and the third reason I've stopped drinking is in one of my dreams, I had a message from one of the plant medicines that I've been drinking. And it said, well, if you want to go on this spiritual path and if you want to become more tuned in to the psychic world, I can show you magic and I can open so many doors for you, but there will be sacrifices. And I thought, well, I'm here. And one of the sacrifices was alcohol. So, bye. Yeah, so I sort of thought about my life and all the different events where I won't be drinking, and, you know, it doesn't matter. Orange juice isn't that bad anyway. Yeah, so that's another download from what I've been going on and through. And yeah, I'm actually going to have a 2-week staycation in town. One of my beautiful friends has paid for me to go and have a little sleepover there. So I'll be in a hotel for the next 2 weeks, and I'm still making videos. So if you'd like to support me on my journey, I'll link it all down below, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. Bye.